Okay, so from the harem, this is the mother of Tony's daughter.
Baby mama number 2.
Baby mama number 2. And you're from Philippines, right?
Philippines, yes.
Okay. Oh, you want another one?
Yeah, I want more children faster. Yeah.
How many children do you want?
As many as you can.
As many as you can?
Yeah, I mean, I can afford to have as many as I can.
So tonight you're gonna have threesome with Tony and baby mama number 2.
Yeah.
And you don't like it?
I don't like, but I have to do because I love him. I don't want him to get grumpy with me.
With your resources, why do you still go for the girls that maybe have alcohol addiction in the past, that have like maybe a lot of experiences in the past? Like, why would you make it more difficult for yourself? So one of the rules in Tony's house is that the girls are not allowed to drink without permission. So how does he go about this?
So I have an alcohol breathalyzer test. Each girl has one, so they have to blow into it. She was getting offers for 80,000 baht per month from many men. That seems to be the going rate for a 22-year-old.
80,000 a month.
80,000.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
That's for a 22-year-old with not a lot of sexual experience, like clean and pure.
Honey, I want you to meet my Filipino friend, Shane.
Oh, look at that. Is that your friend, Ellie?
It's not only the harem quest, it's also a real family man. So, what's up guys? It's time for another video. The next day now. Yesterday I met Tony at the gym and we went to the sauna and had some food. Today I actually got invited to his house, so we're gonna continue the little Tony Huge series. Today I find myself in North Pattaya. I'm at his condominium now, so I'm gonna go meet him up front and let's see what's gonna happen. So let's get ready for another entertaining video with Mr. Tony Huge. So see you guys inside his condo. Okay, so what's up guys? It's the next day now. I'm back with Tony, and today he was so kind to invite me to his beautiful house just at the ocean. Like, amazing place. Okay, so I showed you guys my condo. I pay 10,000 a month, and this he pays 100,000 a month, but it's definitely more than 10 times bigger than my place.
For a $3 million house, it doesn't even make sense to rent this so cheap.
Oh yeah, so he says the house is worth $3 million. Yeah, the girls are lucky, you know, having a place like this.
Well, you'd think so, right? Western women would appreciate it, but the funny thing is, Thai girls
they don't really care.
Don't care as much. Yeah, like I'll bring a girl home, like a new girl, and I'll think that she'll be so excited about.
But they don't care about materialistic things as much.
Bring her to a night much within here. So why she have to excite that here? For what?
Not really. There's not that much nicer. This is the best location.
Maybe
property
them
in
like
all of
go to
Pattaya.
hotel or somewhere like pool villa. You know pool villa?
A pool villa.
Really.
But it's true, like I never thought about it. Like Thai girls actually don't really care that much about this.
Yeah, I mean what Nita's saying is a factor, but it's not right, because I'll even bring girls that have no experience going to nice places, and they still don't really care about this type of thing.
But that's a good thing, because if they would care about this, then they would probably not be so happy to come to my place.
Right? Yeah. So you have an advantage. Like if you have a small condo in Thailand,
they don't really care
it's not going to count
anyway.
against you at all. In America, they'd be judged so much on it, but here not so much.
It's funny, like one of my best friends in Bangkok, he lives in like a Thai apartment, you know, 4,000 baht per month. And one of his girlfriends, she likes to travel with rich guys and go to Bali, go to like Japan, travel with them. But whenever she comes back to Bangkok, she just prefers to go to his condo, you know. She don't really care it's a 4,000 baht apartment, because she just likes him as a person. So and especially because most of the girls, they grew up in like rural Thailand and they sleep on the floor anyway, so.
Right. Like the way Nita grew up is, it's out on the farm.
Yeah, in Nong Khai. Yeah, she told me yesterday.
Sleep together in one bed, and so basically that sets their standard for their life, and then pretty much anything better than that is so much better. It doesn't matter whether it's 50% better, 100% better. It's just better. They're just happy with it.
It always surprised me, like how easy Thai people sleep. You know, I feel like for Western people, we always have sleeping problems. But Thai people, you can lay them down anywhere and they will sleep immediately.
Because they don't have a lot of anxiety. They're more present. They're not worried about the past or stressed about the future. They're really just thinking in the moment how they feel. So So it's actually all of Thai culture is more of like a feminine culture like that, more like emotional.
Do you think it's
in the
also?
moment?
Do you think it's also because they're more simplistic?
Yeah. And because life is much more simple in these countries too. It's not so complicated. There's not so much bureaucracy. There's not so much, I mean, the politics can only go to a certain extent because you're not allowed to talk about politics past a certain extent. So people can't like fight over politics.
What I feel like in Thailand, the biggest difference to the West is like we are very individualistic. Like we really think about ourselves a lot, but they function more in a group, so they don't really function as individuals. So I think they don't worry that much about like personal stuff because the whole group thinks the same thing. So they move like a collective.
Which is exactly why the harem is in some ways more challenging in Thailand, and in some ways, or in either of these Asian countries, or in some ways easier.
Yeah.
In some ways more challenging because if it's different than the culture around them, they feel a real conflict.
Yeah.
But if they are in this house with the other girls and they start feeling it's normal, it's very easy for them to feel it's normal. It's very easy for them to have, if the other girls are too. So they go along with the flow. So as a man, it gives you more power because you can create that flow, you can create the environment to have the girls act however you want. But you have to understand, like, you can't go direct to you can't just control the girl, you have to control the environment, and the girl will react to that environment. So with the harem environment, it's like I build the harem environment, you bring a new girl in, and all of a sudden now she starts feeling like it's normal. And it should be normal, right? But of course, Disney movies and Western media make them think it's not normal.
Okay, so from the harem, this is the mother of Tony's daughter.
Baby mama number 2.
Baby mama number 2. And you're from Philippines, right?
Philippines, yes.
Okay. So how does it feel to be in Thailand? You like Thailand?
Good. So good. I like it here.
More than Philippines?
I say yes.
Yeah? Where are you from in the Philippines?
Angeles City.
Angeles, okay. Oh, you want another one?
Yeah, I want more children faster. Yeah.
How many children do you want?
As many as you can.
As many as you can?
Yeah, I mean, I can afford to have as many as I can, financially. It's just I don't want more situations I have before where I have children with baby mamas who use the children to try to control me.
Oh yeah.
I feel, I think, I hope that the girlfriends I have now will always respect me as the daddy of the family, and I'll be able to continue to make the decisions for the children. But you know, the first one got pregnant on purpose, stopped birth control
without you knowing.
Yeah, and she thought if she got pregnant, I'll have Tony to himself and he'll never be with another girl. He'll be forced to marry me.
Oh yeah.
And that didn't work out for her, but it did work. She was winning the lottery because now I take care of her the rest of her life. And then baby mama number 3 also. She also thought, if I have the baby, then I'll be able to control him. Because it worked for baby mama 1 to an extent. I took care of her even though I shouldn't.
So now you have 3 children, right?
Yeah, but so she's good. She's been, she keeps my daughter with me. She keeps the respect, and she's taking good care of the daughter. So, more like this situation, I can handle a lot.
And the other 2, they are not in the house?
No. I had both living nearby, so I would go visit the daughters and visit the moms. But it's too difficult to deal with them. Like, it brings me down.
Oh, but they're in Pattaya, your other daughters?
One is, and one is now in the Philippines, and probably will come back. But I'm not trying to fight the mom about it right now. Just the mom is happy with me. I'm happy with her.
Yeah. Imagine having like 5 more children.
Yeah, it's good because the kids can play together and they can learn together and they can go to school together,
Oh yeah.
It's like having one child is a lot of work and a lot of expense, and then adding more, it's like there's an economies of scale, there's a savings, I can take the kids all to the water park at the same time.
It's crazy. You live life on a whole other level, the things you have to deal with, like so many women, children. And then you run your companies as well. I cannot imagine like how much stress you must go through day to day.
Yeah, that's why it makes it hard to sleep. Yeah,
like,
opposite of the peaceful Thai style.
Can you give me the 20,000 baht payment the school.
How much?
20,000.
20,000. That's. I thought we paid the school payment already.
No, there's no.
Honey, do you have plan to go gym? Evening,
Evening what?
like 5 or 6.
You want to go to the gym?
I asked you because he will come to pick up your picture and your.
Oh, I wasn't
passport.
planning on going to the gym today.
Okay, because he will come to pick and take money from me. แล้วยังไงดีพี่โทรมาหาหนู He say he not happy or feel like no energy or power to work. He need to do something like that. And I'm agree to do for him tonight.
So tonight you're gonna have threesome with Tony and baby mama number two.
Yeah.
And you don't like it?
I don't like, but I have to do because I love him. I don't want him to get grumpy with me. I don't want him to stay in bad mood. I don't like it. I don't like to see.
And what about baby mama number two? She likes it or she doesn't like it?
She okay to do it for him. She can do whatever for Tony. Only Tony. It's up to you. If you want she do it for you. But if you feel like, oh, I'm going, I don't want to do with Jenny, blah blah blah. It's big deal for you. Like you want new girl. You cannot bring new girl from here.
So do you enjoy it when like both of the girls, they don't really want to be with each other?
No, I want the girls to kiss each other, enjoy each other. That's the whole point. But
But-
I like it, not pussy.
yeah, but I'm not. I don't try to force everything I want in one night. Everything is a long play. Everything's strategic. Of course, I can go out and I can hire prostitutes to do anything I want
Yeah.
at night. But I want actual, real relationships. The girls to love me just like it was any other monogamous relationship. Like it's not even 80% love. It's 100% love. Full monogamous relationship multiplied by 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then the girls all play together.
So you think,
So it takes some work, and but the problem is when I get further away from it, when I go too many nights without them having threesomes, I realize I'm getting further away from my goal, and then I get upset.
so you have to
angry.
push it a little bit and
Yeah,
then
because-
fake it till you make it.
Otherwise,
like-
because I don't want to force them to do
Yeah.
it, but it's like I want you girls to choose. Either you give me the threesomes I want in the house and I stay home more, or I leave and I go get what I need outside. And that's also fine, but then don't complain to me later that I'm never here. So
Yeah.
either pick one or the other. Give me what I want at the house, I'll stay home more, or I'll go out. Because I tried every other way. I try just doing everything to make the girls comfortable, sacrificing my own happiness, which is what 99% of American men do. 99% of American men are not actually doing what they want with their girlfriend. Or they think they are because they have to trick themselves into being okay with it. But really, if you gave them more power in the relationship,
They would do
be
other
doing
stuff.
something
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
So I have that power. I know what that power feels like. I want that power. That power fuels me. I want to do what I want. And I think a man should do what he wants. And then the women should adapt to his style. But I come from a Western male background, and I'm always thinking about the girl's feelings too much. Too much, because in other cultures, they don't think about the girl's feelings at all. It's not even a factor, right? But I think about the girl's feelings a lot. So I try very hard to get what I want and also satisfy the girl's feelings. But then if I work too hard at satisfying the girl's feelings, I don't get anything I want.
Yeah.
So it has to be a balance, and it swings back and forth. It swings towards I do what the girls want, and then it swings back. Then when it goes too far that direction, like how many nights has it been I haven't had a threesome? Because I broke up with my ex-girlfriend that she was the one in charge of making sure I have a threesome every night. It was literally her job. You make sure there's always a minimum of 2 girls in my bed every night. During the daytime, I can have alone time with any of the girls, but at nighttime, it's always got to be a minimum of 2 girls, preferably
Yeah.
3 in my bed.
And then like the thing is, if you don't get what you want, and then you have to leave the house to get what you want, then what's the point of having a harem at home if they don't give you what you want?
Yeah.
Because then you just have people living in your house like rent free, but they don't really give you what you want.
Because there's other things of what I want too. I want children. I want a family. I want the girls to cook for me, clean for me, massage me, be sweet with me, be romantic with me. Like there's a lot of elements besides just like the sex and the things around sex. So if I have to go out to get one thing I need, but I get everything else I need from the house, that's okay. I mean, look, a lot of guys have a marriage, and the girl doesn't do what they want sexually. They go out and they find a mistress who gives them what they want, and then they go back home to the wife, and the wife doesn't even know that that's what's happening, but the man's getting his needs satisfied. It's the same thing. I'm willing to go out and get some of what I need from outside the house, and then not bother the household with it, come back home, and since I got my needs taken care of, now I can take care of them.
And right now you're trying to make a baby with Foxy as well. So you're ready to have a baby with Tony?
Yeah.
So you're trying to get pregnant now already?
Yeah.
But I have to with Tony. If Tony have baby with someone else, I do it.
Oh, so you won't be the last one to have a baby with Tony?
She wants to be she wants to get pregnant before anybody else, right now.
And then be the last one as well?
If she, as long as I have enough children, if she wants to pump out some more children, then yeah, it's okay. I just want to get the process of having more children started as
You
soon as
will have
possible.
my baby. I will not take your baby.
Oh, that's pretty good. I wish the other baby moms had the same policy. Yeah.
You say you want to have baby and you can control your baby 100%.
Yeah.
And your baby stay with you. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because I'll give you an example. Baby mama number 3, she wants to use the baby for control. She wants to try to control me, and like baby mama number 1. And then I tell her I want to make sure that the baby's drinking breast milk, and I want baby mama 3 to be on a certain diet, like the diet and the exercise and learning spirituality early. Like these things are all very important to me, but she's intentionally doing the opposite of what I want to make me mad and play a control game with me. So I don't want any more of that. So I'm very clear with all these girls, like if I have a child, I need to control the child 100%. I decide what the child eats. I decide how long to breastfeed for. I decide the culture and the values for the child, everything. I need to decide that because I can make much better decisions than any of these girls. Obviously.
I wanted to ask you is like, when you take these girls into your house and you want to build a future with these girls, like, do you care about the girls' past? Because to me it seems like you don't really care about it that much. Because your whole philosophy is I can change them anyway, like you can fix them anyway.
Right.
So you don't really care about their past.
This is something Connor Murphy and Elon Musk and I talked a lot about, is whether we should be really going after virgin girls if we want to make a wife.
Yeah, that's what
They should be a
that was I
virgin,
was
they should have no
thinking.
experience.
Because with all your resources, it must be super easy to find like blank slates without a past.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think like with your resources, why do you still go for the girls that maybe have alcohol addiction in the past, that have like maybe a lot of experiences in the past? Like why would you make it more difficult for yourself if you can just find it so easy?
I did find a clean slate. I found a girl that was a virgin, that was a perfect girlfriend, Joy. But in the end, she didn't love me enough. And I thought that just the fact she's a virgin and being her first would create love, but it didn't. So I'd say the most important factor is the woman's ability to fall in love, like deeply, deeply in love.
So
And
normally that would be easier with a girl that has a clean slate,
yeah,
right?
it's easier with a girl that has a clean slate, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. Like you're not guaranteed it, because Elon also had a virgin girlfriend, but then she went to college. You know, he got her when she was 18, and it was perfect. And then she went to college. College flooded her head with Western ideas, and she became a terrible girlfriend. And then Connor's girlfriend's amazing, also a virgin, 18 years old. And he thought that if I have a virgin, she's going to adapt to my lifestyle and values completely.
But she didn't.
But she didn't. And now she's controlling him completely.
Yeah.
And because she was a virgin and he's his first love, it's not the type of love where she's going to do whatever he wants like he thought. It's the type of love where she's psychotically obsessed, where it's dangerous, where if Connor does something to piss her off, she'll stab him. And
that's crazy.
He lives in fear.
Oh my God. So now he's even scared to break up and stuff?
So
or?
after that, I thought, wow, maybe I don't want to be a girl's first love, because that type of love, that obsessive love, is also dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then also because I've been so successful at biohacking these women to, I call it born again virgins, because what you want from a virgin is you want her to be in awe of you and like, wow, excited about you and all these things. And you're like their hero because they're experiencing all these emotions and experiences with you first. That's all wonderful. But you can actually have that with a girl that has some experience. You just have to make her a born-again virgin. You just have to cleanse her of all of the trauma that she had before, of all of the negative associations that she had before. And it's harder. The more experience a girl has, the harder it is.
It's harder to clean this slate.
Yeah. But it's doable, like I've proven. So it's better to have a girl with a clean slate if you can, but it also requires a lot more training. So if a girl has a little bit, like you'd have a girl that was trained perfectly for you, and she just comes and she's already trained. It's possible that her parents could train her that well, but usually it's going to require some training from us other men. So actually, it's like you want a girl that doesn't have a lot of experience, but the experience that she did have was with men that trained her well. Mm-hmm. That's probably the best situation. Like a girl that's been with maybe 2 guys, had 2 serious boyfriends,
so like
both of them who
ground.
trained her well.
Yeah.
Maybe they broke up just because the guy, just wanted to change girls or something, but not because she did something bad. Yeah, that would be the best situation.
So a virgin is not the ideal situation.
I don't know if it is the ideal situation if you can keep her isolated from Western media.
Okay.
But if you have a virgin girlfriend and then after she falls in love, the Western media starts getting control of her brain, then now you've got a psychotic love obsession type girlfriend and with Western values, and now she could ruin your life like what's happening to some of my friends.
So the easiest way would be to just go to some village in the Philippines or something and find a girl there and then mold her to your perfect...
Well, yeah, Philippines is a Catholic culture mostly, but I think the best relationships I've seen by far are Muslim. Because the women stay very feminine, they stay home, they stay isolated.
And they seem to be okay with multiple wives.
Family, they're okay with multiple wives. Yeah, the Muslims have figured. There's a reason why the Muslim culture is so successful with families. It's like it makes sense with human biology and psychology. It's more natural.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the whole Muslim religion's amazing. I don't even know much about it. I just know that when I look at a Muslim family, it's like, wow, perfect.
Yeah.
For the man and the women. It's not just one. I thought it was one-sided. I thought, oh, the men abuse the women, the men control the women. And then I realized, oh my gosh, the women want to be controlled. They're so happy. They don't have to worry about anything.
And it's more about the man providing and the women take care of the rest.
And the women take care of the family. And it's more like what American values were.
So they make it look easy for you. Like, they make it look easy the way they do it.
Yeah, but the difference is, and my Muslim friends tell me, the problem is that these girls weren't raised Muslim.
Yeah.
If I converted to Muslim, and then I got Muslim girlfriends, the whole female predicament would be solved.
Yeah, maybe you have to move to southern Thailand or Malaysia.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to actually become... I mean, they even have these relationship services where they'll find you 4 wives. It costs a lot of money, but you can just go to your whatever religious leader or a service and say, "I'm Muslim. I want my 4 wives." They will give you your 4 wives, but you have to have enough money.
Yeah, that seems forced as well. Like, I don't know.
Well, it seems forced to us Westerners, but look in India, they're all mostly arranged marriages. They don't even get to pick. The parents of 2 different families just say, you 2 are going to be together. I mean, we're talking about high society here, not peasants. Peasants, they just, whatever, like rats, But in high society, the reason why they're able to maintain these high values is because of these strong family systems and strong family values. So yeah, a lot of people listening to this will be like, oh, that's slavery, that's control. No, that's how the powerful families of the world maintain power.
And do you think they actually love each other then? Or they have a whole different concept about love?
I used to think in romantic Western love, and now I realize you put a woman with you in a household and you're a masculine figure, they'll fall in love every time. I mean, it's different levels of love, like I said, like the media and things interfering with it, but The truth is that women will just fall in love based on just repetition and getting comfortable with the environment. It's different for men. Men aren't just going to fall in love with a girl just because the girl's in the same room. But with women,
Yeah, that's why whoever conquers the land, the men, they start to breed with the women who are still there, and the women don't mind. Yeah, it's like
that's exactly I think how it developed. The woman has to be able to, like, you have one religion. Like, imagine the woman is raised in a culture that is like, let's say a red culture, or a blue, let's say a blue culture, and then in comes the red men and they conquer the blue men, and all the men are dead, and now all these women become the wives of the conquerors, and they instantly are able to switch. They're just like adopt all new values, raise all new families.
And you think that's still the way how it works right now? Because
that's how it works.
I can imagine some people would say, like, as a society we rise above it already, but that's actually not the case. You think we still like...
Society rising above it is similar to me trying to biohack to defy human biology. I biohack to enhance human biology, but when I try to biohack to go against human biology is so strong, so powerful. Our genetics and epigenetics developed over so many years. Like, we think that technology and we're able to transcend our biology, but in the end, the biology always works. Like, now everybody's talking about spirituality and, you know, following your gut and where's that come from? That gut comes from your biology and your epigenetics from your ancestors.
Like primitive instincts.
You're already programmed. Like, you think you have free will. You think that you're transcending your programming from what you learned in middle school, but you're not transcending your programming that your ancestors have passed down from you for thousands of years. That programming is very deep and very strong. Yeah, you can choose what color shirt you wear, but truly, like, your intuition and what's guiding you is ancestral.
So as you can see, I'm having a lot of questions for Tony. Interesting guy, there's so much to talk about. I'm gonna let him work a little bit. I'm gonna have a smoke outside. He has his little gym area here. I guess he can train here a little bit in the morning as well. I watch his vlogs, so I know his setup already. I know that he comes out here every morning to train. And yeah, for me it's just like an adventure, man. Meeting interesting people. I know many people probably don't agree with him. I don't agree with everything that he says. But for me it's just interesting to talk with people like on both ends of the spectrum, like meet interesting people like this. Even if you don't like him, you cannot deny the fact that he's a very knowledgeable guy and at least like a very interesting guy, to say the least, you know. So I'm just enjoying the experience, whatever you might think of him. He's very friendly. He let me into his home. He let me ask any questions. Like, there's no restrictions whatsoever, so I'm just really enjoying the experience. So amidst all the chaos, he can find his peace as well.
Yeah, isn't this cute? I said no dogs, and then she brought this home. How could I say no?
I lied. I tell him.
How could
This
I
is
say
my
no to
friend
this?
dog. My friend dog. She let me take care of her only 3 days, 4 days.
Now the dog's my favorite.
So one of the rules in Tony's house is that the girls are not allowed to drink without permission. So how does he go about this?
So I have an alcohol breathalyzer test. Each girl has one. So they have to blow into it and prove that they didn't drink alcohol.
That's like one of your only rules, right? No alcohol.
Well, there's a lot of rules. Like, they have to be honest and you know, they have to be loyal, committed, you know.
No relationships outside your house.
Yeah, unless it doesn't always have to be like that for every girl, but most of the ones that live in the house, I would always have committed for safety. But then if I bring girls from outside, like I have a lot of girlfriends that I see just once a week.
Like part-time girlfriends.
Part-time girlfriends.
So you don't like restrict them to monogamous relationships with you. They can do whatever they want,
Right.
because they don't live with you.
Right.
But if they live with you and you take care of them, then they have to be like committed to you as well.
I mean, I have three girlfriends outside the house that are committed to me, and that I don't necessarily have to like take care of them on a monthly basis, but if they need something, I'm there, and if I need them, then they're there. So
Okay.
brings it up to like maybe 7 girlfriends total.
Crazy. So one of the things you guys probably wonder about is probably like how does it work when it comes to money? Like I see in the comments on Tony's videos, like he gets accused a lot of just having a house full of prostitutes, and yeah, just a lot of very mean things, and saying these girls don't care about him, they just only care about money and stuff. So one of the questions I really wanted to ask Tony is like how does it work like financially when the girls become a part of your harem? Like, do they have like a monthly allowance? Do you give them a salary? Like how does it work actually?
Yeah, I can explain how it works, but I think the important thing to understand is that outside of American culture or Western culture, it's not bad for a woman to ask for money. They don't think of it like gold digger or anything. It's just a man is supposed to provide and the woman is supposed to receive and build a family and make a nice home environment. It's masculinity and femininity.
So in Southeast Asia, it's like very common that the guy takes care of like the income, and the girl just takes care of the household.
Of course the man has to pay for the girl, because otherwise who's going to pay for her?
Yeah.
Either she's got to go work a job, and then which she's not able to be your girlfriend, and then her boss at her job is more of her boyfriend than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's controlling her.
So all the girls that live with you, they don't work a 9-to-5 job. They just they basically their job is just taking care of the house, taking care of you.
I have girlfriends outside the house that have their own job that I don't have to pay for. But if I wanted to bring them in the house and have them quit their job, of course I have to pay for them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how are they going to survive?
So, and would you be interested to have girls live with you that also have a normal job? Or that's something you're not looking for?
Actually, that's okay now. Before, I wanted the girls 100% attention. But now I'm starting to feel like if they were gone 9 to 5 working, it'd be okay. But the problem is, like, then when I want to travel or I want to bring everybody to go to the zoo,
that makes
on
it
a
more
certain
difficult.
day, then now I've got to work my schedule around their work schedule. So in the end, it's just going to be a conflict of schedule. They're not going to be able to live on my schedule. So that's the only problem, though. Other than that, it's fine if they were outside working.
So of course that begs the question, like does every girl that lives in the house get the same amount of allowance, or does it depend on, like, if she has your child, your baby, then she gets like a higher allowance? Or
it's based on what they need and what they want. For example, I had before, when I had Pau and Foxy, Pau said, I want more money, but I don't need more attention.
Yeah.
So that was very transactional. And I paid her more money, but then in the end, she also wanted more attention. So in the end...
Like, for example, a girl like Pinky, who's 21 years old, she just moved into your house like 2 weeks ago. Like, what is the arrangement? Like, how much you pay her allowance every month?
Yeah. She was getting offers for 80,000 baht per month from many men. That seems to be the going rate for a 22-year-old.
80,000 a month.
80,000.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
That's for a 22-year-old with not a lot of sexual experience, like clean and pure, smart. But I offered her 25, which is like $600 or something.
Yeah.
I offered her 25 to work with me full time.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to work full time for that. It's not just a girlfriend salary. And that gives her the opportunity to learn and to make more money. And so she had a lot of men to choose from. And some men were offering her just relationship, committed, loyal, monogamous relationship, travel the world together, whatever. She didn't want that because that didn't give her business opportunities.
Yeah.
That didn't give her money. And then she was offered money by a lot of guys, but to be a side chick, not to be the wife.
Yeah.
She wants to be the wife because she wants ownership in what she builds. So she's thinking, I want to help you build business, and then I want a piece.
Okay.
She's very thinking like a businesswoman. So you could call that prostitution, but to me, that's like, it's not paying for sex.
But she works for you as well. Like, she agrees to be on the
wants to earn
camera.
it. She doesn't want to be paid just to be paid. She wants to earn it.
Like, a big part of it is like being okay with being on the camera, right? Because many
Yeah.
girls are probably not okay with this.
Right.
So that's part of the job that she does. She's okay with being on the camera,
Yeah.
providing you content.
Yeah.
So she brings value more than just sex.
And then with Foxy, it used to be I just let her spend or buy whatever she wanted. I spoiled her. You know?
So it depends from girl to girl. It's not like,
Yeah.
okay, like your going rate for living with a girl that's committed to you. It's not like, okay, it's around 30,000 baht. It depends on the girl.
Well, I went through a phase where I was just offering 25,000 baht to any girl that I liked to live with me, and I got a bunch of girls like that, different ones. And in the end, the problem is like these girls don't really care. It's hard. I thought I could do it like just pay to play, but it didn't work because if there was no love, then it wasn't fun, it wasn't fulfilling.
Because in the end, they don't really care that much about money, not as much as the people think, probably.
Right, that's the thing is Westerners think they care about money, but they only care about enough money to like small money to send home to the family and all that. And then above that, it just becomes a bidding war with
Yeah.
other people bidding for them, or who can give them most love and attention. So I figured out the perfect balance between learning and personal development, because that's also worth something to them, money and love.
And also, you're not
And
like an
it's
out of shape.
30%, 30%, 30%.
You're not also like an out of shape, like fat foreigner who's like unattractive. You're like a bodybuilder, you know, like.
Right, so I might get a girl for 25,000, but if I was not attractive, I'd probably have to pay 60,000.
Yeah.
So because I said, it's about 30% personal development and lifestyle, 30% money, and 30% love. And so as a result, it's perfect for me because the money is very small.
Yeah.
The amount of love I give is perfect for me because I have, let's say I have 5 girlfriends I'm distributing love across. I don't have as much love and time and attention as someone else. So I make up for it by giving personal development opportunities and money.
Yeah.
And so it's like the total package. The women are like, this is one of those very few situations where the women are totally fulfilled, have everything that they could want. Because usually they have love, but they don't have money. They have personal development, but they don't have love. They have, it's hard for them to get all 3 of the things that women need.
So what would
one
you say to like those YouTubers that just say like, okay, he's just living in a house full of prostitutes? Do you think it comes from ignorance, jealousy? Like, why do they say this?
Because what I do is extremely difficult at an extremely high level, and it's like it would be the same thing like if you see someone that makes more money than you could ever make, and then you have to justify it like, oh, I don't want it because that's something else than what I want. But really, you can have it. Anybody can have this. They can. They just have to work so hard at it. But they know they don't want to work that hard at it.
Yeah.
They know they can't work that hard at it. And so, as a result, they want to try to discount it or make it something that they don't actually want. When they do want it, they just don't want to work hard enough for it. Because every man that's come into this house and really fully experienced it, in the end says, that's what I want. It's maybe not now, maybe not 5 years from now, but in the end, that's the goal. Even billionaires, that's what they want. And even them struggle with it because you can't just pay for it.
Yeah.
There has to be, like I said, there has to be personal development, love, and money to have what I'm trying to create.
People really like to paint it like black or white. There's like no gray area in the opinions people have about you. They just love to say, oh, it's just a house full of prostitutes. But there is love involved because they can get more money with another guy.
Right. I mean, these girls get offered in their Instagram. Every day they show me, look, this guy offered me 150,000 baht girlfriend salary.
Yeah.
So Foxy can leave at any time. She's got a list of guys that are willing to offer her $5,000 per month just to be a girlfriend. So you like to say that it's just like this, to say like, oh, someone who's got a good body is just because of steroids. Well, steroids were a necessary part of it, but so was diet and so was exercise, and you can discount it and say, oh, it's just steroids. Same thing, you could take a harem and say, oh, it's just money, but if you threw a lot of money at it, you still couldn't have it. Just like if you just took a bunch of steroids, you still wouldn't look like a pro bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You'd still have to diet and train. So yes, it's a necessary component of it, but it's not the only component.
Yeah, it's not black and white. It's like gray area.
Yeah.
And yeah, girls care about more than just money.
And I would just love to open men's mind about this, because if I would have known that this is how women work, if I would have understood women like I do now, I would have saved myself so much trouble, and I'd be so far ahead, and I would already have the perfect harem. Instead, this is under progress. This is work under progress. It's not finished yet.
And some guys probably lose more money with just having like a monogamous relationship, getting married, then getting divorced, and then probably lose much more money than you spend on building like a harem.
A normal guy's married and he's giving her 50%, or she's gonna get 50%. Imagine I've got 5, 6, 7 girlfriends that next month I could say I don't want to pay anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not a prisoner to it.
Yeah.
Whereas a married guy, even married to one woman, he says he wants out, he loses half of everything.
So yeah, that's the guy
that's the one who's really paying for it.
That's the guy who's calling like, oh, you have a house full of prostitutes, but in the end he might lose more money than you anyway.
Right.
And then in the end she doesn't love you either, so.
And the end, and especially like the more a woman loves you, the more she's gonna hate you when you break up.
Yeah.
You know? So like I see a lot of I'm a lawyer, and I had plenty of hundreds and hundreds of couples come through my office who are going through divorce, and I watch, and like they thought they had it all figured out. They thought they married the woman of their dreams. They thought they had love forever, but the women, their emotions are through menopause or middle age or whatever, or they've been living a lie for a decade, and they finally confront the truth about what they think and what they feel and what they want, and then it all falls apart. She takes half, and he feels like she never really loved him because it was so easy for her to find another guy and treat the husband like crap. Yeah, so I saw all this and I said, this is not the way.
Yeah.
This is not the optimal way. And so I experimented with many other different types of relationships. I experimented more with different relationships than anybody I've ever known, times 10.
Yeah.
Because I've always had concurrent relationships running at the same time. So maybe at any given time I have 4 different relationships running in parallel, each one experimenting with what's optimal. And now I've arrived at this, which is still not a finished project, but it's like a level. I'm at like a level 9 out of level 10. So I'm close, a couple little tweaks, and then I've got the ultimate dream relationship.
And probably the reason why some of the girls leave is probably not even because of you, it's because of confrontations with other girls.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. That's true.
It's not even like you're not even the problem with sleeping with multiple women. The problem usually is probably because they're fighting amongst each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So yeah.
The problem is you have to treat them like little girls sometimes. They want to be treated like little girls sometimes because they bicker amongst themselves. Daddy has to come in and lay down the authority, lay down the law, and then they can relax into their feminine state again.
Yeah.
If they start battling with themselves, what that is masculine energy conflicting with the feminine energy, and instead I have to come in and be that masculine energy, poof, and wipe all out, and then bring them back into their feminine state where they can relax, be loving, be sweet, build the community.
Do you feel like you can relate to Thai girls with this different type of culture the same way you can relate to like Western girls in America? Or do you feel like it's harder to connect with them?
It's harder to connect with Thai girls. In the very
because of the language or because of the
easier.
culture?
Both, but culture mostly. Because even if they speak English, there's
so
still
it's the same with Philippine girls. It's harder to connect with Philippine girls than with Western girls.
Philippine girls are much more like Western girls than Thai girls. Philippine are more like a mix between a little bit of Asian, a little bit of like Western American, a little bit of Latina.
Yeah.
All in one.
Yeah.
But Thai girls are more like Chinese girls, like Japanese girls, like Korean girls.
So to get a deep connection with like Thai girls, you feel it's harder or easier than with Western girls?
The connection with Thai girls doesn't go as deep as it can go with a Western girl. But you can get the connection faster. So like you can get 80% love very quickly with a Thai girl.
But then to go deeper, it's harder.
But then to get that last 20%, you might not get it.
That's very interesting.
They might not be capable. They're not as capable of deep love as.
Yeah, because that's a topic that like I see many critics also say on your videos, like these girls, they don't care about you because Thai girls, they don't care about foreigners. That's like the narrative of guys who hate on Westerners dating Thai girls. The narrative is like they don't care about you, like they cannot relate to you. They just with you for money, and maybe to some extent you cannot connect in the same way a Thai guy can to a Thai girl. But I don't agree with them because I think
the Thai girls and Thai guys also don't connect.
I really believe there's not that big of a difference. Like, why would a Thai guy connect deeper to a Thai girl than a Western man? Like, where does this come from?
No, I don't think so. I think that just these Asian cultures just have less depth to their love.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe Western guys have more depth than some of the Thai guys they date before. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Western guys are much more romantic, much more loving, much deeper than the Asian guys, and it's not a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, let's take Italian for example, known to be very deep and very romantic, right? But even amongst other Caucasian cultures, there may be other Caucasian cultures that are less romantic, less deep.
So what's up, guys? We're gonna have some dinner now, take a little bit of a break, have some food, and two of Tony's girlfriends are gonna join. Pinky and Foxy are gonna join,
And Jenny is coming too.
and Jenny will come later.
Jenny and Allie are in ballet class right in here.
Also, your daughter is gonna join as well.
Oh, we can go see. I want to see Allie in ballet first. Let's go.
Oh, she's just there.
Yeah, she's on the second floor, right in this building, in the second floor.
Oh, okay.
So let's go check out her ballet, and then we'll come back and get a table. Yeah.
Okay. So first things first, we're gonna go check out Tony's daughter doing some ballet class, and then we're gonna go get some food. So we're gonna eat here at the beach club. Looks beautiful. Never been here before, so new experiences all around. Really get a view of a day in the life of Tony Huge. Going to pick up his daughter with his two girlfriends joining, and his baby mama is there. So a typical day in the life of Tony Huge is probably a crazy experience for a normal guy. And my life compared to my friends back home is pretty crazy already, but now I'm like on a whole other level. So yeah, I'm enjoying. So we're at the ballet school now with Tony's baby mama and his two girlfriends, and his daughter is doing ballet.
Allie's in the front middle.
She got an audience now.
She doesn't know we're watching.
Time to eat now. Look at this beautiful beach club, guys. Beautiful view. It's gonna be an amazing sunset. Stunning. So, dinner time with the girls. On the beautiful beachfront restaurant. Yeah, it's showing the different side of Tony Huge, you know. So see, Tony is also a real family man.
Honey, I want you to meet my Filipino friend, Shane.
Oh, look at Is that your friend, Allie?
It's not only the Harem quest, it's also a real family man.
I need to buy her leggings.
You know what? You should make a montage of every time that she asks for money. Imagine the montage. Okay?
Bye-bye. Yeah, no problem. Bye-bye.
How much money?
I don't know, just give me 1,000. I need to buy her for tomorrow.
Everything is round up.
Leggings,
Everything is
no?
round up to 1,000. If something costs 100, it's 1,000.
Oh, sometimes when I add just 1,000, it is not enough.
Yeah, but keep the change. And
I will let you know.
ขโมยที่มาเนี้ยอะไรอันนี้อะไรเรือกับซอส
So all the food is looking delicious.
นู่นค่ะ
So we just finished our dinner. We had some chill times at the beach. Now we will go meet Tony and his girlfriends. We're gonna go hit up Soy 6. We're gonna walk around a little bit. You've never been to Soy 6 before, right?
Yep.
First time.
Yeah.
You excited?
No.
Why?
Single. Who excited?
Me?
Because you boy.
So yeah, we're gonna go explore a little bit, walk around in Soy 6.
She's 10, but someone makes you like feeling like 0.
So let's see how the girls like it. We're gonna make some more content, and then I will wrap out the video at the Tony Huge house.
She's
Yeah.
a 10.
You're gonna fight with girl there?
Maybe because no one likes me there. Because I'm too...
They know you there? They know you?
นี่เอาอันนี้ไปพูด
remember, she's keeping track of it.
So as you can see, it's gonna be interesting for sure. Let's see what happens.
มันกลัวอะไร เนี่ยหางจุกตูดเลย ใครทำอะไรโชว์อยู่ รทำอะไรหนูโชว์อยู่
The dog is getting spoiled here by many women every day. You take the supplement, do I, love?
โชว์อยู่
Which one? That one, love?
everything เลยอะ
You take everything. How much muscle you gain already?
เอาลดแล้วอะ
How many kilogram?
40 แล้ว before I'm 37 38 but now 40
You like?
I like because look like healthy นะ look healthy people ว่ะ
Okay, guys, so it's time to go to Soy 6. I have my own motorbike. The girls will jump on Tony's bike, and then you go with me?
อะไรเนี่ยไอโฟนดีกว่าพี่เลยไม่เอา
Okay, Foxy, go with me.
คุยโทรศัพท์อยู่นั่นแหละมานี่เลย
Okay, yeah.
Let's go.
And you can get footage. Oh, you could get footage of them also.
Oh, you wanna hold the camera?
yeah
It's filming already.
okay we gonna go to Soy 6 now right
Yes.
Tony
Let's go.
ข่าวก่อน
If like you wanna turn it around, you press 3 times, and now see yourself.
3 times
Yeah, 3 times the right button, and then it turns.
let's go to Soy 6